Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sarfraz Kareem. Today we are going to understand about the transactional and transformational leadership. It is also comes under the theory, transactional leadership theory and transformational leadership theory. It also comes under the style, transformational leadership style, transactional leadership style. So in short way or in an understanding point of view, we can say that this is the contemporary or nowadays these theories are more of a practical use of in the organization, or if we can separate the organization way of doing the business, especially the leader way of doing the task in the organization, they may follow the transactional leadership style or theories, or they may follow the transformational leadership style. It's depend upon the leadership skills, it's depend upon the leadership nature, it's also depend upon the nature of the business, it also depend upon the nature of the organization, what they want to follow, how they want to follow, where they want to achieve and what they want to achieve. So let us from the top, transactional leadership. This leadership is based on two things. This is also called as, or also this leadership is the traditional way of doing the task. It doesn't mean it is only following the tailor method of leadership. No, it is the combination of various things. But their major concern is all about two things: reward and punishment. This leadership believe that people will motivated through reward and punishment. If the subordinate doesn't desire, or if a subordinate is desire to work or perform the task, the reward will follow. It doesn't, it means punishment will follow. Reward in terms of recognition, reward in terms of promotion, reward in terms of salary increment, reward in terms of recognition, reward in terms of incentive, reward in terms of like this type of things, and punishment if the things has not been completed on time, goal has not been achieved, then the punishment in terms of demotion, in terms of salary deduction, or at the height in terms of fire from the job. So here the exchange between the leader and follower take place to achieve the routine performance goal. If we go more in detail, we can say the use reward and punishment to motivate subordinate. Get the name transaction because transaction means exchange, exchange of work and reward. You perform the task, you achieve the goal, reward will follow. So exchange is like this, and exchange is the another name of transaction. Four main characteristics is there for transactional leadership. I hope you understand till now the transactional leadership means punishment and reward is there. It is not the actual leadership style, but it is the style of management of things. It is the style of traditional things which is coming since many years. But what are the four things will follow? Like the contingent reward. Contingent means dependent. Contingent means subject to. Contingent is all about success get reward, failure get punishment. This is the first thing. Second thing is active management by exception. Active management by exception means leader is following, monitoring the task of a subordinate. They are watching carefully, they are monitoring the things. So transactional leader actively monitor the work of their subordinate, watch for deviation from the rules and regulation. If it is going, or if it is divert from the rule and regulation, leader will take the action, and that action is called as corrective action to prevent the mistake. It is called as active management by exception. Second dimension, second characteristics. Third characteristic is passive management by exception. Passive management by exception means leaders are not directly involved in monitoring process. Leader is not directly involved into a intervention process, but they appoint someone who will monitor and give the report to the leader. Again, leader will take the action as per the report, and that report means if the things are going as per the plan, good, and let it go like this. If it is not go as per the plan, then punishment will follow. So passive management by exception is also the monitoring methods by the manager or leader, but done by someone else. And finally, the laissez faire. Laissez faire means let it be like this, don't disturb anything, let the people do in their own way, let the function will go in their own way, let the rule and regulation will be same like this what is following since beginning. So laissez faire style is also there. So four main things are there in the transactional leadership: contingent reward, active management by exception, passive management by exception, and laissez faire. What are the assumption of transactional leadership? Assumption of transactional leadership means a leader believes that employees are only motivated by reward and punishment. Means employees are like a X type of people. If there is no pressure on them, they will not work. If there is no rule and regulation made for them, they will not work. So this is the assumption, like 100% people are like X group of people. If you remember, we have the X theory and Y theory of motivation. So the second assumption, the subordinate have to obey the order of the supervisor or superior or the leader. Means it is the hierarchy. You have to follow the hierarchy. There are the top level managers who will going to give the order. Middle level manager has to follow those things, and same is true with the lower level. And final assumption is the subordinates are not self-motivated. Means they are not motivated by the intrinsic motivation. It is not like that they are interested to do these things. It is not like that it is their intrinsic things who will help them to take the initiative to motivate the things, but they have to be closely monitored and controlled to get the work done. Monitoring, controlling, punishment, reward, these are the main key for transactional theories. Some of the example of transactional theory in today's world is also there. Like this model is useful for the big corporation where more changes are not there, like manufacturing unit, production unit, car manufacturing. Hewlett Packard is also one of the example of transactional theory, because Hewlett Packard is mostly known for the extensive use of management by exception. Means management by exception means monitoring is there, controlling is there, watch is there. Many high level members of the like military, we all know military require this type of theory. CEO of the large organization like Ford cars, like Hewlett Packard, as you have seen, NFL basketball coaches, they all are following the transactional. Also, one of the biggest example, one of the surprising example is Bill Gates. Bill Gates is the great example of transactional leader. Although he is a creative person, although he is a innovative person, although Microsoft is very much ahead of the time, but the style of Bill Gates is the transactional leader. As a transactional leader, he used to visit the new unit time and now, and he want to see what is going on. He asked a difficult question. He want to know how the people is performing. He don't allow people to go beyond the rule and regulation of the Microsoft. It doesn't allow the people to go beyond the track. He put a monitoring and controlling policy on each and every one. So these are the some example of transactional theory. Now we are going for the transformational. Transformational leadership theory is a theory which is dream of every company, but it cannot be taken by everyone. You cannot apply this theory to everywhere and every places. But what is basically the transformational leadership? Transformation, by name itself, you can understand. It is about to change the way of doing the business, change the way of doing the process. It is all about creativity. It is all about innovation. It is all about taking the risk. It is all about go beyond the what is the rule and regulation is saying. So transformational leadership is all about the new concept of leadership. It may be found in all the level. It is not like that it is always at the top or middle, or it will found in all the level. It will be at the team level, department level, division level, organization level. Transformational leadership is shifting from one way of doing the business to the new way of doing the business for the benefit of organization. Such leaders are visionary, inspiring, daring, risk taker. Different charisma is there with them, but it is rare to find. It is not always there. So four things are there, four factors are there: individualized consideration, intellectual stimulation, inspiration, motivation, and idealized influence. So let me tell you what does it mean. Individualized consideration means leader act as a mentor and coach for each and every individual. Each and every employee matters. Each and every team members matters. So leader act as a mentor and coach, which is called as individualized consideration. Second one is intellectual stimulation. Stimulation means leader is injecting, leader is putting the creativity and develop the thinking. They allow them to do the mistakes. Mistakes is treated as learning things. Failure is treated for the experience of the next work. So intellectual stimulation is there. Third thing is inspirational motivation. Inspirational motivation means leader articulate, leader will fulfill, leader will share the vision, goal, mission with all the team, and all the team is accepting these things as their own part. And finally, idealize influence. Idealize influence means leader is providing the ethical behavior. They are more of the ethics, respect, and trust towards each other. So idealize influence is there. These are the four main factors of transformational leadership: mentor and coach, creativity and innovation, vision and goal sharing, and trust, respect, and pride with each other. If we go with the example of transformational leadership, all the top organization of their field are following the transformational leadership. Whether we are talking about the Facebook, whether we are talking about the Apple, whether we are talking about the Amazon, whether we are talking about the Google, whether we are talking about any large organization of or top organization of their field, they are following like this. Like see here, transformational leader at Google enable it to provide its search engine and cloud computing, like that one. Second one is transformation leader in social media technology include the Jack Dorsey of Twitter. They always taking that chance risk. Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook and Jeff Bezos of the Amazon. Amazon, Jeff Bezos is always saying that what he's saying that of Amazon, he is saying to his team that Amazon is going to fail one day. Today it is the number one company in retail sector, but it may fail one day. It is going to fail. Why we are working? We are working to delay this fail. We are not going to fail in 10 years. We are going to fail in 100 years. So for this 90 year we are working. So that is the way how the leader are performing the task. And if you compare the transactional leadership and transformational leadership, transactional leadership is responsive. Responsive means they see the problem, then they solve this. They take the action after problem arises. But transformational leadership is proactive. They think of a future problem and they have the solution for them. They may have the more than one solution for one problem. Second thing is work within the organization culture, work within the organization rule, work within the organization rule and regulation. They don't want to change anything. They want to follow the bookish things. But transformation leaders want to change the way of organization culture. They want to implement the new things. They want to implement the new ideas. And transactional leader make employee achieve organization objective through reward and punishment. What is their keyword? And here the keyword is higher idea, moral value, innovation, creativity, and finally monitor follower by applying their own self-interest. Like monitoring is there, controlling is there, but here the allow them to take their own interest of their employee, allow them to take their risk, allow them to do the different things as a group, as a leader. So this is the understanding of transactional leadership and transformation.